Have you ever wondered how a man born on a small Mediterranean island could rise to become the Emperor of the French, forever altering the course of European history? This man is none other than Napoleon Bonaparte. Napoleon Bonaparte was born in 1769 on the island of Corsica, a land that at the time was more Italian than French. He was the second of 8 children in a family of minor nobility. Despite this modest beginning, Napoleon was destined for greatness. As a young boy, Napoleon was sent to France for his education, where he was often teased for his Corsican accent and small stature. But it was at the military academy in Brienne where he began to demonstrate his exceptional strategic mind. By the tender age of 16, he had already graduated, and a year later, he became a second lieutenant in the French army. The French Revolution, which began in 1789, provided the perfect backdrop for Napoleon's ascent. The political turmoil created opportunities for advancement that Napoleon seized with both hands. By 1795, he was a national hero, known for his decisive action in repelling the Royalist rebellion. In 1799, Napoleon staged a coup and installed himself as the first consul of France. His rule was marked by sweeping reforms aimed at modernizing France. He established a civil code now known as the Napoleonic Code, which forms the basis of many civil law systems around the world today. He also reformed the education system, and under his rule, France became a nation of merit, where individuals could rise to prominence based on their abilities, not their birthright. However, Napoleon's ambition did not stop at France's borders. He sought to expand his empire across Europe. His military campaigns, known as the Napoleonic Wars, reshaped the continent. Despite facing coalitions of various European powers, Napoleon's military prowess led to many victories. But Napoleon's reign was not without its dark side. His authoritarian rule suppressed individual freedoms, and his wars caused the deaths of millions. His expansionist policies and exploitation of conquered territories have been subjects of historical debate. In 1804, Napoleon crowned himself Emperor of the French, further solidifying his control. However, his fortunes began to change with his disastrous invasion of Russia in 1812. The failed campaign marked the beginning of the end for Napoleon. Defeated at the Battle of Waterloo in 1815, Napoleon was exiled to the remote island of St. Helena in the South Atlantic. He lived there in relative isolation until his death in 1821. Napoleon Bonaparte was a man of contradictions. He rose from obscurity to become one of the most powerful men in Europe, introducing reforms that modernized France and reshaped Europe. Yet, his legacy is a mixed one. His authoritarian rule and aggressive military campaigns have left an indelible mark on history, for better or for worse. Napoleon Bonaparte, a man who, in his own words, was born when the world was dying. His life, his rule, and his legacy continue to fascinate us to this day, and perhaps they always will.